an RSS feed, blog, put a lot on my profile page.
What's your RSS feed to?
Teen Vogue.
Oh, okay.
So like fashion.
Yeah, fashion. Great.
Playing with that. So I'm gonna go on my introduction page. This is a little cleaner than my profile page. I love bats. So I put a little more about me, goals that I have. I love traveling, so I pasted little pictures of places to go, paintings I've done, more bats.
You've done that. That's your
That's mine. Yeah, I did a copy of a Monet.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Looks like the wedding pavilion in Disney World.
I love Disney. So then my second page is my academic materials page. For some reason, I did a storify on how social media impacts relationships, but it doesn't come up in Firefox or Google Chrome, which is very weird.
And it works in Internet Explorer.
I have to allow the unsecure content, so that might be why.
Okay. Oh, look, oh, never mind, that's not it. Okay, yeah, that is weird.
It's usually the opposite, that it doesn't work on Internet Explorer.
I know. So I did that. It's my coursework from Lit and my social media course.
Okay.
Have a page for my English 201. Created this. My final. Just my final papers and everything. This was my internship last semester with MSCO in Rybrook. So learned a lot of graphics for this one.
Right. Did you kept that page as an internship requirement or just on your own? Did you?
I did. It was for the requirement. I needed the blog for it, and then to post everything. It was a lot easier than emailing back and forth with the professor.
And the professor was fine to.
It was Dr. K. Was
Yes,
okay?
she actually mentioned to me. She's like, "Have you ever used ePortfolio before?" I'm like, "I work there."
Great.
So then I have my extracurricular activities listed. And I used one of the little activity galleries to display things I'm involved in on campus, things I've done outside of campus.
Great.
So I like that. So, my showcase just has a few more paintings that I've done and like sketches.
Wow.
Again, that storify doesn't like to display. This one was painting in progress for a while. There's the finished one.
Nice.
So I like how I could display those on here.
Yeah, that's a hidden talent.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
We got to commission you to do some artwork for the walls.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nice.
and so I made this page for my summer on Greece and Cyprus. So it took me a while to do this. I took all my photos, everything I did. I did a lot of images. So image galleries of Athens. Then Nauplia, Cape Sunio, and Temple of Poseidon. These were the islands. I had a fish pedicure done where the fish eat your feet.
Oh my.
I had that done.
I've never heard of that.
There are places where you could go swimming in the water where these fish live, and they just... Yeah,
Oh,
I found about that recently.
Don't they say like dead skin or something
Yes.
like that, right?
Good for you.
How did it feel afterward, your skin?
It felt softer. If you the 15-minute one, some of my friends did. They said they felt nothing, no different. We did I did a half hour of it, and it did feel softer. Because our apartment in Cyprus, for some reason, our feet would be black. We'd clean this apartment like the floor like crazy, and every night we'd have black feet. Like we all had to like wash our feet before bed.
Really?
So we needed a pedicure on our feet. They were just horrible.
Always need a pedicure.
So where is some more? I think this is Mykonos. Sunset there.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
It's interesting how you display the images from each place in different ways. Like the Greek islands, you have thumbnails, you have the gallery for Athens. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. And this was Cyprus. So Greece was the first part of my trip. Cyprus was the second part. So when I was in Cyprus, I lived in the capital city of Nicosia, Lefkosia in Greek. And Cyprus is a divided city. Well, not divided city, a divided country. The Turkey occupies the northern half of the island because they invaded in the 70s and they've kept control of it for so long. So the capital of the city is divided in half. You can actually walk over to the Turkish side and it's a totally different experience than the Greek side. Greek side's very modern. The Turkish side, you go over, you feel like you're still in the 70s. And I've talked with a lot of people who lived through the Turkish invasion, and they're all very sad about it because a lot of people, everyone got displaced after it. So all the Turkish Cypriots had to go to the Turkish side, all the Greek Cypriots on the northern side had to come to the southern side. And they only opened up the border about, I think, 2002, 2003. So a lot of people were not able to go back to their homes, and they still aren't able to go back. It's an ongoing thing. And these are some pictures. This is Ayanapa in southern Cyprus, which is a big beach town. And the beaches are beautiful, but recently it's become like kind of like Las Vegas. It's a very big party city. So if you want to avoid that, don't go out at night. So this is the castle we visited. This is, when you drive up to the city, the first thing I saw was on the mountains was a giant Turkish flag and a giant Turkish Cypriot flag. And it has a phrase that roughly translates to, "I'm glad to have been born a Turk." So you still see a lot of the division there. And this was Paphos. This is where Aphrodite was born, these 3 little rocks. So they still celebrate her, like their birthday. We were there for that, but we didn't get to do the celebration, which was they keep their water at people, and it's like a big day.
Oh, cool.
So I like that they still do the ancient traditions. This was northern Cyprus. So there were a lot of memorials and like statues. This was a Gothic church converted into a mosque. It's still there. And with all the statues, it reminded me of the Hunger Games where you go into Panem and like there's all this propaganda for like how amazing the capital is. It was exactly like that on Turkish Cyprus. Like you saw the statues of men and women, so like, you know, like in militaristic garb, just like, you know, happy to be Turkish. And
Yeah.
it was really interesting and totally different. Like you always hear about the Middle East, all like the conflict, and to be able to see it was completely different
Yeah, I bet.
than reading about it. Like this here. Can I zoom on this? I don't think I can. Where do I go back? And this is Famagusta Ghost Town, which was bombed horribly by Turkey. The buildings are all still there, standing, completely bombed out. It looks like death. That's the best way I could describe it, is it's death. It's really sad. They said there were bodies like hanging from the buildings and stuff, and I thought they were still there. I freaked out, but you couldn't see them. And you're not allowed to take pictures or videos. So I got this when we were driving away on the bus.
Wow.
If you do take pictures, the Turkish military will come over and either confiscate your phone or take you away. You
Oh
don't
my
even know what
gosh.
happens. And
That's serious.
Northern Cyprus is not a legal country. Nobody recognizes it as a country except for Turkey. So there's no U.S. embassy, no UN, nobody's there. So if you got arrested, you're on your own.
Oh
So
my
Locked up
gosh.
abroad.
yes, it's scary.
Oh wow.
That sounds terrible.
So you took a risk taking this picture.
Yeah, I had some friends who
Appreciate it.
took it. Like, and it's been a picture of a beach. This beach is right next to the bombed out city. It's like so.
So it must be
weird.
photographed all the time.
It probably is, yeah. But they have guards standing, like giant signs. It's
Wow.
That's interesting.
It's scary. It's sad though,
Yeah.
because all the this was another picture of the harbor, which is really pretty. But it was just sad, like, because, you know, I heard about it from everyone, and I was thinking, how bad can it be? And you go over there, and all the Turkish Cypriots are, like, they're from Turkey, so they're just like, oh, screw the Greeks. Like, they just hate each other. And the Greek Cypriots are just more sad about what happened.
Right. Right.
So, moving on to more happy topics. I also went to Italy. So, I saw Colosseum, Ancient Forum, went, like, all over Italy in 2 days.
Oh,
my
that's
gosh,
great.
So, I went to the Vatican. Walking tour of Rome was day 1, Vatican was day 2. So that was the picture I took from the top of St. Peter's Basilica. And then while I was cruising the Greek Isles, I also stopped in Turkey. And I went to go see Ephesus, which is like an ancient Roman city. And it's amazing. Like, it's all almost completely intact. Everything was reconstructed. Like, this is the Library of Celsus, which is the third largest library in the ancient world and the only one still standing today. And I liked how over there you could just go up to everything and, you know, go touch it, go sit on it. There was really no regulations where you couldn't go or you could go. Liked that. This was the Temple of Artemis. It was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. There's only one column left standing today. I had a bad fall over here. I fell in, there was a pond and I fell in a hole and I just toppled over. It's not fun. And there's rugs. We did a lot of, well, we were there. We also visited like a Turkish rug factory where they hand make all their rugs. They keep trying to sell them too, even though like €700 is a lot of money. And I tried Turkish apple tea, which I think is the best thing ever. It's like apple cider, but it's not. It's delicious. Have some at home.
So you brought some back?
I did.
Sounds good.
Should bring some. And then this was the harbor. So it was just really pretty. And I know going over to Greece and Cyprus, my dad was like, stay out of the Middle East, like don't go to like Turkey, don't go to these places. And I went there, and Turkey is not like a Middle Eastern country, it's more like a European country. It was and it wasn't like extremists where people are running huddled and, you know, hiding from police and stuff. It was not that. Everyone was just walking around like they would be in like, say, London or another city.
Yeah,
That's cool.
really
So-
interesting. I like it. So you put a Creative Commons license.
I did, because I didn't want people taking my pictures.
Yeah, that was
So,
smart.
That is.
so that was my summer.
Oh, thank you, Heidi.
Nice.
So